am I here with?
Alex Mendez.
And what's your relationship with nature?
I love nature and I think everybody should spend more time in it. I think it brings pure joy.
I wasn't really that involved with nature. I was kind of overweight. And then I kind of met Elliot, Ollie, and Brennan. And they were really involved with nature. And I feel like they kind of brought me into that world. And I've just been really involved with nature ever since that.
I find it very amazing.
I mean, look at the trees. They're green. Look at the rain. I'm connected with nature, and I love it.
I'm out here enjoying this. This is awesome.
It brings life.
In nature, you notice things that might normally go unnoticed. You discover not just the land, but yourself along the way. You make connections with both the world and the people you share it with. Get outside. Go in the pursuit of unforgettable memories.
Yo. Let's go. No.
We just made it to New Hampshire. We're at the Cannon Mountain Overflow Parking, and we're gonna take a shuttle to Lafayette. All right, let's get going.
Hi. Take the Greenleaf Trail down the tramway exit.
What brings you here?
The hiking and the views.
Foliage. Yeah.
I don't think we accounted for how busy it was going to be this weekend.
Would you guys call yourself explorers?
I'm not. I am not. I think yes, because we've been hiking most of our lives. Yes. Yeah.
It's the busiest weekend they've had in a while. Busiest weekend this year. We waited for about 30 minutes in line. Time check, it's about 10:10 right now. We left around 6:12. And yeah, everything's going as planned. Got a couple of interviews in, and we're going to be hiking up to Lonesome Lake soon.
All right, we made it to Lafayette Campground. We're gonna go up Lonesome Lake. And yeah, we'll see from there. It's a beautiful day.
Who am I here with?
I'm Phoebe Ballard.
And what do you love about like this area and working at the huts? Like,
Oh my god, everything, yeah. No, I'm kind of here as like a finding myself thing. Like, did a year of college, wasn't the right school, so I wanted to do something I loved. I love getting to meet like all different kinds of people from all over, and they share their stories and a lot of like interesting different things like photographers.
My name is Shri.
And what brings you here?
I just saw all my friends go on hikes, so I thought I'd take it up as well, combining that with my passion for photography.
And most of us that work here aren't really sure what we're doing next, but we know that we love what we're doing right now. So.
0.6, 0.7 miles in to our hike. These are about 0.7, 0.8 miles left to Lonesome Lake.
Welcome to Lonesome Lake.
I'm Nicola. I'm from the UK, so I grew up in the southwest of England. Yeah.
Who am I here with?
Stephen Newport.
What led you to work at the huts?
Well, I had two sisters who went to Camp Mudgekeewis.
What brings you here?
I worked as a camp counselor for a couple of years and I did like leading camping trips up in the Whites.
Because they would do camping trips or hiking trips through the hut system.
We came up to the huts a lot, and then I saw the hut crew and I was like, oh, I want to be hut crew.
In 1961, we got National Geographic, so we saw this article about working in the hut system by Justice William O. Douglas, who was a Supreme Court justice who used to spend a lot of time hiking in the White Mountains. So they did. He authored the article, and they photographed it for National Geographic, and it looked. I mean, just looking at these guys, all the stuff they were doing, packing the supplies, working in the huts, it just looked like the ideal job.
And then I got the job last year.
At Greenleaf, we were, since there was no communication, we were like running a small rustic hotel, just 3 or 4 of us, and we were all in our late teens.
And what's been your favorite part of working here?
Definitely the community, there's 8 huts and everyone is friends, and on our days off we can go and hang out, and everyone's super awesome and sendy, but also really chill. It's just a not toxic hiking community, and it's so much fun.
Well, there are a lot of good memories, but I think one of the things that stands out was one of the things that happens every hut has what they call special items, and so the hut crews go around and raid the other huts to steal their special items.
We did have a little guy called Jeeves. He's like a statue of a waiter and like a butler, and we had him, and we stole him from Zealand Falls, but then he got stolen by Greenleaf. And then Greenleaf got all of the items in one hut, which is the aim of the game. So we don't have anything.
And we had something they call the moccasin telegraph, which is basically a mailbox that we had inside the hut. And people who stayed at the huts would buy postcards, write their postcards, put stamps on them, and put them in the mailbox. And then we'd take them down the trail. We lost the moccasin telegraph, so then we had to go get it back.
Leave after dinner, you got your headlamp, maybe put on a fun outfit, like a tutu or something, and then you go down, you get in the car, you drive to the other trailhead, and you just go up to the hut, and then you put your you have to put your headlamp on the red light and be really quiet, because you're not allowed to wake anyone up.
We knew that they had bolted the moccasin telegraph to a table in the main room of the hut, and that the table was bolted to the floor. So we were going to have to basically get the moccasin telegraph off of the table. So we brought a crowbar for that.
And if you're successful, you run away with the item, and then you come back in and you wake the crew up, and you're like, ha ha.
Once we were up there, we got to the hut, we just stormed in. Jim Courier locked the crew door, and I forget, Linus, I think, just used the crowbar to rip the moccasin telegraph off the table. And then the Madison crew, I mean, this is all within probably a few minutes, and they heard us. They tried to climb out the window of the crew room, but they had no boots on or anything, and there were rocks all over the place. So by the time they got themselves out of the crew room, we were on our way back down the trail. That was a pretty thrilling raid, our best raid.
Alright, just finished our hike up to Lonesome Lake. Interviews went perfect. We have everything changed now. Found the car keys that we almost lost. And we're gonna head back down the mountain, make some good time.
remember the reason why you're up here, and remember it's to connect with nature and like to understand like this amazing place, and like however tired you are and however hard a day you've had, like nature's or like going into the woods and like finding a quiet spot is always going to make you feel better.
Alright, we're about halfway down the mountain. Starting to feel a little cooler.
Feels like fall.
Boom. Boom. Lonesome Lake hike done. Took us about, well, let's see what time it is. 2:50 right now. I say we got here around 11:30, 12. So it only really took us about 3.5 hours. It was a lot of fun.
And I know that you love the mountains. Did you love the mountains before this, or did you like sort of gain that while working for the mountains?
I didn't know anything about the mountains before that. So getting that job to work in the huts was the beginning of my love for the mountains.
Move ahead so life won't pass you by. Dare to step beyond the edges of what you know. And if you explore far and wide, you may just stumble upon something you'll love for the rest of your life.